down into the description box and you're going to click on the video that says fun facts for our next animal, and you're going to find out what our next animal is going to be. So pause this video, click the other one, and then come back. And now that you have found out what our animal is, it is a beautiful peacock. So we are going to draw this peacock on our piece of paper. So now we're going to orient our paper vertical. So remember, vertical paper is called a portrait. If we have it this way, it's called a landscape. So we want to make sure we're going portrait, so we can do a portrait of this beautiful peacock. Now remember, peacocks, they originated in India and then they came over to Italy around the time of the Renaissance. So what we want to do is we want to depict this beautiful peacock on our piece of paper with our pencil. And I'm going to be using a Sharpie so you guys can see it a little bit better, and we're going to do this step by step together. So even though in the beginning it's not going to look like a peacock, it will turn out, all those little shapes will come together and it will be a nice image of a pretty small peacock, because remember, there's that really long train that the peacock has. All right, so we're going to get started. So let's start off here with the head of the peacock, and it's going to be pretty small, and we're going to do an oval shape. Okay, we're not going to connect the oval there. Now let me bring this a little closer so you can see it. There we go. So we have that oval shape and a space. So that's for the face of our peacock. Now to help us see that that's the face, we're going to go ahead and let's just put the eye in there. So another little oval with a little circle inside of it. Now once we have big oval, little oval, circle inside, we are going to go ahead and add a little triangle for the beak, okay? Because the face of the peacock is pretty small, and then the body comes out, and then that train for all those feathers comes down. So now where we have that open section here, we're going to go ahead, bring this down, curve, 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 like that. Then we're going to go on the inside, come down, and then it's going to actually flare out, because that's going to be the chest area of our peacock, and that comes out quite a bit into the tummy and then down and under. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring this a little bit more in, like so, and then over here we're going to create a kind of hump right here. So a little hill shape that's going to come into this area here. And then we're going to bring it up, down, 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 like that. And then we're going to bring another one. This is going to be for our train, for all those beautiful feathers. Now let's go to the little point here. Now we're going to bring that back up and then around. So right here. So this is going to be almost like a teardrop shape. So now we're going to go here, up, and then we're going to connect that around. So now we have the wing right here. This little sliver is going to be the back of the train, and then we're going to go ahead and bring this all the way, and we're going to do a little bit of some scalloped edge here, and that's going to come all the way to about there. And then we're going to go ahead and bring another curved line from right in the middle of this section here. So we're going to go right about there, bring this out, 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 and around, like that. Now we're going to go ahead and bring those little legs. Those are little nuggets there. And then we're going to have one leg. It's going to go straight down. The other leg is going to come down here. Then it's going to have a little pivot out, and then we're going to have its talons right there, and then this one's going to come out, and then those are its feet down there. So it has a little bent leg there. And now let's have it look like it's standing on maybe like a wood pedestal, like maybe a tree stump that has some texture on it. And now we're going to go ahead and now we're going to add some shading, okay? So now I'm going to bring another line from right about here, because this looks a little funny, doesn't it? So now we're gonna go right about here. I'm gonna bring this out a little bit further. Don't worry about that line because we're gonna do some shading. So you guys remember we talked about adding shading earlier with the values? So we wanna have some areas have a little bit more value, so a little bit more darkness. So now this is that tummy area. So now it's starting to look really nice, but we're missing that essential, almost like little antennas on our peacock, and we can have some fun with those. We can make those a little bit longer, and we can add some dots on the top. And what's really cool with those little antennas is that they're little sensors on the top. So the male and females know where they are to each other. And now we need those little kind of eye shapes on our tail. There we go. And of course I like to do things in kind of a zigzag pattern. So then that way they're not all in a row. There we go. So just randomly placed around. You could do lots of them, you could do just a few of them, and then they are going to have a little bit of darkness at the pointed area, so at the top of the point, and about there. There we go. And now we need to create some feathers here on the wings. So we're going to do some curved shapes here. There we go. And on the peacock, this area is usually all blue, and then we have some browns in this area, and then some blue-greens for those bright areas, and then mostly green in this section here. So now that we have our peacock drawn, and I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to get 2 other sheets of paper. So what you'll need to do once you have it all drawn out, you're going to put your drawing behind another sheet of paper, and you should be able to see the outline. Can you guys see that? So I put it behind one piece of paper, and so now what you're going to do is you are going to trace that peacock again. So let's do that together. So take your time. And it's okay if each peacock is a little different. And so I'm just outlining all those great shapes. There we go, get little curves here. Just make sure you're holding that piece of paper down with your other hand, otherwise it's going to move around on you. There we go. I'm going to make these ones a little bigger. This one will be a tiny bit different. And again, kind of darken up those kind of eye areas on our tail. I'm going to make this one have a little bit of a longer leg here. And then this one has a little bent leg. And on that, standing on that wood stump there. And we can do a few lines here, or you could just leave it empty. And then once you've done that one, you're going to grab another sheet of paper, yes, and we're going to do it again. So trace that one again. And then once you have all 3 peacocks in a row, so that will have one, and you have that one, and now you have this one. So you'll have 3 peacock drawings, and then it's up to you, and you get to decide which one you want to have color, which one you want to just be pencil, and which one you want to have pen. So if you have a black pen, ballpoint pen is fine, and then color on top of it. So we're going to have, I'm going to make this one is going to be my pencil one. Okay, this one is going to be my color pencil. And then this one is going to be, once you have it traced on there, this one's going to be pen plus color pencil, okay? So each one's going to be a little different. One's just going to be pencil, one's going to be all color pencil, and then one is going to be pen with the color pencil on it. Okay, so you have 3 peacock drawings that will be completed. All right, so that's a big project for you guys to work on, but I can't wait to see them.